Hey everyone, Mike on Monday coming to you. Things are starting to ramp up again. Yes, we go out of the heat of a week ago to, wow, that was cold, and they're predicting close to 90 or something like that again tomorrow. So that's going to mess with how your herbicides are working, because they stop, they start. But my heads up would be anything you plan on spraying tomorrow, don't be very aggressive with the adjuvants, because you do not have a very thick cuticle, at least along the lakeshore. It's very thin, so that's going to allow herbicide to get in real easily. But talk to the Country Vision's agronomist on what's the right rate of adjuvants for the tank, etc. Other things that, at least over here in clay country, where we had 7 to 10 inches of rain, clay soils, emergence is tough. It's slow again because we go hot and cold and back and forth and whatnot, getting things out of the ground. So as you look here, we've got a nice row of good push through the ground. But as we move over to the side, and you can see the clay content moves up that much, that fast, we're having more issues of trying to get the plant out of the ground. And as I put into my knife into the soil, you can see that there is a crust forming there. And yes, when you bake clay, which 90 degrees we'll be doing tomorrow, that's going to turn that into a brick. So my recommendation is to rotary hoe if you have material up. In my thinking, isn't just for emergence, but it's also to get this ground to breathe. We've got a lot of air or moisture underneath, but the air exchange is sealed off, especially the more clay content in the soil. So again, breaking that up allows air to exchange, microbial action to pick up and improve your crop. So it's not just about emergence. It's not just about trying to get some weed control, because I would argue for a rotary hoe to kill this, it's too late. You want to get them in the white stage, and that's when these plants are still underground. If I can find any, no. And it's just a white thread. When you break that crust open and expose just the white thread to the air, that dries out that shoot and it kills it. It's that simple. So no, you don't want to do it 5 minutes before a rain, because you didn't get it to dry out the way you want it. So that can be corn or beans. In the case of beans, when they're just emerging, you have this hypocotyl exposed. This is when they are the most vulnerable, because if we hit that, it pops, it breaks right there, and that plant is now dead. So we want to make sure we're not doing it at a stage where they're just starting to push through. So let them come through if you're already there. If you're not and they're below ground a little ways, go ahead and get that opened up. That'll make it easier for them to get up and out of the ground. Last thing I did, I started working on this last week when it comes to water hemp control. If you didn't get your pre-emerge on, and you're using certain chemistries, some chemistries we cannot put on once the beans are out of the ground. It will kill the beans. But in order to try and control the water hemp, we have to use materials like that. So if you did not get the pre-emerge or the pre-plant on, and the beans are up and you have water hemp to deal with, talk to your Country Vision's agronomist about getting some residual on now. We'll have to change gears as to what we're using, but getting it on now to start creating that barrier, because somewhere around 350 growing degree days is when that water hemp's going to start to rise. So the research I was doing last week, since it was so cold over the weekend, I bet it didn't change much, at least along the lakeshore. In Sheboygan County, I'll turn it this way. In Sheboygan County, this column here, we were at in 2020, we were at 214 heat units, growing degree days, compared to last year at 223, compared to 18 at 333, our 30-year average, 322. So in an average year, we'd be nipping right at emergence time for that. So we still got some time to get this residual on, is my point here. If you're in other counties like Fond du Lac, things are warmer, so you better be on the ball and have that stuff already there. Again, this is when we look at 350 growing degree days as a timeline of when that water hemp starts showing up. And finally, the last thing I wanted to point out is if you're using Xtend beans, you have a window from 45 days from planting to 45 days after planting to use that material. So if that was part of your approach of using Xtends this year, take note of when did you plant it. You've got 45 days to get that on the ground. I know we've got some weather that's going to try and push in the next couple of days, so some of the clays have opened up here at the lake shore and we're back at it again. But got any questions, feel free to give us a call at Country Visions. We're here to help you. Be safe out there.